Keidane, first game of the season in the books against Santa Clara on the road on Friday. You get out to an early lead. You end up falling in overtime to a good team. But what'd you make of that first game of the season?
I thought all in all our first half was really good. I thought we controlled a lot of the tempo of the game. We were a bit unfortunate to give up a goal at the end of the half, but anytime you play a quality opponent like Santa Clara, you've got to stay solid throughout the game. And though we were close to the victory, we weren't quite disciplined enough in the end, and that's what caught us. But it gives us some stuff to work on as we move forward.
Among those things, you mentioned discipline, and I feel like that's something that comes with experience and time. But were there any other major takeaways?
Yeah, I thought last year we didn't score a lot of goals, and for the number of chances that we created, I thought we were pretty efficient on the day. 2 goals, a crossbar, a couple other breaks that we just didn't make good decisions on. So as we move forward, that's definitely a positive sign looking to the games coming up.
You get Alex Anthony transfer, and you kind of expect her to contribute offensively. But did you have any idea 2 goals in her first game?
Well, she was an outstanding youth player, and we knew that in the process. And so then we checked her totals while at Maryland, and she was still as proficient as ever. And then, you get into that first game, and immediately she scores 2. She hits a crossbar. Not that we expected it, but we knew that the potential was there, and we hope that she can continue producing in that rate.
You had an exhibition game on Sunday against a team from Beijing. You win 5-1, and I'd have to think, it doesn't officially count in the standings, but there had to be some benefits for you, especially early in the season, coming off a loss to kind of get the confidence back going again.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you take a tough loss, you want to get back on the field as soon as possible. And we were able to not only get on the field, score some goals, get a lot of people into the game, get a lot of people on the scoreboard and getting their first points and things like that. So it was good just to kind of get the juices flowing before we hit this weekend against Pepperdine in Long Beach.
You mentioned some of the newer players contributing in that exhibition game. Taylor and Olga scored their first goals, but what did you make of some of those new faces?
Olga has been here a year now and unfortunately had injury last year. And so I just felt happy for her that she was able to get out there and kind of stretch her legs and be able to do what she loves to do, and that's score goals with Taylor and some of the other young ones. It was just really good to kind of see them on the field and let them get their first taste of collegiate soccer.
What about returning players, and most notably, really, Katie Johnson missed last season with an injury, scored her first goal since October 2014. How do you think she looked?
Katie Johnson was big time. Though she had the injury last fall, she was able to compete with Mexico in the spring, and I thought she gained an unbelievable wealth of knowledge and came back a different player, and is showing up right now in her tactical awareness, her movement, her touches, and ultimately in scoring goals. So I think we're going to be the beneficiary of a little bit more experience at the international level. With the Slade and the Mullen, they came back extremely disciplined and focused. You always look to Morgan and Kayla and that bunch, but Katie definitely has done some work in the off season. And of course, I can't forget Sammy Joe. She's been lights out lately. Really locked in, really focused. Probably making some of the best saves she's made in a while. So with a returning goalkeeper like that, it gives you a chance to really let some young players play, as we've got a few new players in the back line. But you have a force behind you to can keep everything organized and under control.
Some road games this weekend, Friday and Sunday, but local road games. You play Long Beach State and Pepperdine on Sunday. So preview those games for us.
Well, I mean, obviously they're tough games for us. The last time we played Long Beach was a 0-0 draw. The last time we played Pepperdine, we lost in overtime lost on PKs after an overtime. So we know those are going to be tough games for us. We know they're going to be well coached, well disciplined, provide some wrinkles that we're going to have to prepare for. But all in all, we have to go and play and match the energy and be smart in the way we go about defending and attacking them. So 2 great games. Hopefully some fans will turn up to see some great teams go at it.
And you mentioned Pepperdine and a little bit of history with them. They obviously knocked you out of the NCAA tournament in 2014, as you said, in penalty kicks. So is there any residual effect from that? Any feelings carrying over? Will you remind the team of that?
I don't necessarily know that I will have to remind them of that. but I think anytime you play at Pepperdine and a lot of the friends that you played with, the people that you know, being local teams, you want to play your best. They're going to give us our best, and we have to be prepared to match that.